Hello and welcome to my first proper Let's Play that I'm hopefully not going to abandon like the last one I tried, which was the first of this series. So this is the third game. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. This is my personal favourite of the story. Of the series. the series. I will attempt to do voice acting, but it's probably not going to be very good. Crappy American accents ahoy. So just bear with me. If mostly I'll just show the top screen like I am now, but if I need to, I'll switch like this, so that's the bottom screen. Like if I need to show, like, selecting some evidence or something. So, new game. Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. How did I get into this mess? Why? Why did I do that? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business! I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about her, about that girl. Already messed it up. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. It wasn't me. I didn't... I didn't do it! Dun dun dun. 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. This is a flashback case, obviously. It's 5 years earlier from, like, where the second game left off, I guess. Where, like, the present day, so... Mia is actually dead at this point, who I'm playing as right now. She was Phoenix's, well, after this, but she was Phoenix's, sort of teacher, in a way. His mentor. So, we were playing Mia Fey, the defense attorney. It's kind of nice to, for once, to actually play a girl, because mostly it's just guys everywhere, so... April 11th, 9:40 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. It's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Oh god. I forgot about this guy. This is not gonna be fun. Well, it is, but you'll see. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning. Oh, Mia, please calm yourself down. Going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me, I'm relaxed. Let go of my light poles. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me. What with your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too. I just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean. What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that. You see... I mean, of course I have, I think. Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Young Phoenix Wright. Feeny. Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I got. Kind of awkward, because I usually just give Phoenix, like, my normal voice, but with an accent, because I usually play as him, but now it's kind of awkward, because they both have the same voice. Yeah, it'll be fine, no prob. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Wright? Actually, it's Wright. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright, you have nothing to fear in court today. If you're truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please let go of my shirt. That's right, he's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. This is her... White text is talking out loud, and blue text in brackets is thoughts. She's just talking to herself right now. So I don't really know what that's about. It's a bit weird. Sorry if you can hear my brother in the background. I'll close the door a bit more. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and, well, here I am again. But this time I'll win. For my client, and for myself. We do actually get to see that case later, but it's the 4th one in this game. So, there are 5 altogether. This is the first, obviously. April 11th, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 2. This game has 2 main, settings, basically. Game modes, if you will. There's the courtroom setting, and the investigation. The first case of the game is always just in court, literally just in court. You don't go around gathering evidence or talking to witnesses or anything in between trials. It's just literally one trial and then it's over. But for all the other cases, it's a bit more complicated than that. We'll get to that later. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Go away, Payne. Seriously, he is always the prosecutor in the first case of every game. And I kid you not, I'm not even making up this voice. This is his actual voice. You'll hear it if he raises an objection later. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense today is Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yes, well, you're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Oh look, fan service. I mean, no. It's worse than when she's older, trust me. My god, you'll see. Why? Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It'll all be over soon. What was that all about? Is he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The accident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. Ginger! What? I said nothing. He was a 4th-year student studying pharmacology. It sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. This photo's important. The students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police. That suddenly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. What kind of evil laugh is that? Hehehe. And what is with your hairstyle? He has a different hairstyle every day, and a new suit. I don't really understand what that one is about, but yeah. Your reputation for some sagacity. I don't know what that word is. As well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Ping? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Actually, he is the first example, if you haven't, like, seen Ace Attorney or you don't know anything about it, this is the first example of the name puns, which are, like, everywhere. Winston Payne. Yeah. I'll just let you figure that out, it's not difficult. Oh, why? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Huh? A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a genteel man, if you will. A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Oh, a perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. Please say you know at least this much. I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. I can't take him seriously. I just can't. Just nobody cares about your hemorrhoids. Now see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you? Oh yeah, on the bottom screen, there's a big button to advance the text, and there's the court record button, which comes up with this. And profiles. Just thought I'd show that. Okay. Ah, the court record. I think I can see that by touching the court record button. Yes, I just went through this, Mia. All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear. Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just touched the court record button here. Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? Alright, let's look. The options are asphyxiation, electrocution, or hypothermia. Let's just look in the court record. We have attorney's badge, that's not helpful. Dog's autopsy report. Date and time of death. 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. So, electrocution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. That's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. I've never heard anyone call him that. Except for just now. 3 games later, you actually hear about this. Okay. Although this is before the rest of it, so maybe that kind of... the nickname went out of fashion or something, I don't know. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence? Oh, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Greybeard's face. Pretty sure he can hear you. Yes, sir, into old Greybeard's face. Oh, Mr. Ghostberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Yeah, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. They don't tell you this in the second game, but that's when they introduced being able to present profiles. You couldn't do that in the first game, so in the second game they just left you to figure that out yourself. And now they're telling you about it, which is not really fair. But oh well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? Bottom screen, profiles. We have this picture that we haven't seen before, Dahlia Hawthorne. Age 20, gender female, Phoenix Wright's girlfriend, dated the victim Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. So that must be it. And also I get to show you this now. If you hold on the Y button, instead of just pressing the button, you can... Oh. I didn't even say it. It's not fair. Yeah, if you actually shout what it says into the microphone, it counts it as well, and that's quite fun. But you don't have to do it, you can just press the button. But it's more fun to be like, OBJECTION! Than just pressing a button. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Fay. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright, but up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. Oh, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Pig. Please call your first witness. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Fay? It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection. Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. I'll just check something. Doesn't say. Okay, never mind. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Sorry about that. I said to check the recording software. Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect. No, he means what did you do before you were arrested? Oh! I can't voice sneezes. I'm not even gonna try, because it's just gonna be embarrassing. I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student, Doug But I didn't do it! I'm innocent, I tell you! I'm telling you I was... Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his call to the rest of us? It seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. The first witness testimony. The victim and I. Well, not the first one. There's 2 whole games before this, but you know what I mean. I admit I was there. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. I see. So you hardly knew the victim. Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Looks like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know. Too naive. Huh? It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be... This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions. Contradictions? If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client! Even if he is your client, in court all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now, that there was a lie, a contradiction? Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Oh, I should have shown what it does on the bottom screen. There's like a really cool close-up of Mia's eyes and Payne's eyes. Oh well, I'll show it next time. That was really cool. The victim and I. Basically, during cross-examinations, as you can see up in the top right there, you have the health bar. If you present some evidence that's wrong, or in the wrong place, or you present something that's wrong, then it will take some off your life. And if it hits the bottom during a trial, then you get an automatic guilty verdict, and you lose. So, be careful of that. And on the bottom screen you have press and present. Obviously, press is just pressing for more information, like asking for more about what the witness is saying at that point. And present is presenting evidence. If there's a contradiction, you show it through evidence. And this is obviously something you have to press, because if you never knew him, then why would he know he's a stuck-up British wannabe? So. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? That was awkward. Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well... he was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean. The Union Jack, I mean. Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true, cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. May I ask you something, Miss Fay? Yes, Your Honor. What is it now? Who is this person anyway, this Union Jack fellow? Oh god, the judge is so dense. I love it. The main reason I love this series so much, the characters are just so great. The characters are all just so amazing. The Union Jack is the name of the flag of England. No, it's not. No, that's a lie. That is a lie. I really hope someone calls him out on that, but probably not. It's the UK, not... It's so annoying. Oh, I see. So you mean like the Stars and Stripes, right? As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now? Mia, there's a contradiction here. Mr. Grossberg! Why do they always do that? Like, if the person next to them talks to them, they like, say their name as if they're surprised that they're there. I mean, he's been standing there the entire time. Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean. Okay, Mia, check the court record carefully. Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point? You have options on the bottom screen. I can handle it myself, or I need some help. I'll just say I can handle it myself. Because I've played this case before, so I know what I'm doing. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia. I'll be fine. I know what I have to do. Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof. Okay, Mia. One more time from the very beginning of his testimony. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to blah 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 blah. What we need to get to is this. Present. If we look at the crime photo, you can't. He's wearing a jacket, so you can't see his shirt. You can't see the back of his shirt anyway. So that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the microphone thing just this once, just because it's fun. Objection! See, I knew it wouldn't work. Objection! No, okay, fine, I'll just press the button. Hey, that wouldn't work. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? It's a bit, picky on how you say it. If you don't say it with, like, the right pitch and everything, it doesn't really work, but oh well. Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Fay, is there some point to this line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing written on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute! He's wearing a leather jacket! The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me. Cry. Oh my god. Mia, you've made our client cry. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. I never understood that line. What does it? What is she saying it does stand for then? What? What? I don't even understand that line, and I never will, I guess, unless someone explains it to me, but... I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Uh-oh, did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright, You seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but... Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. What's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X. Dun dun dun! Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belonged to, especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints were all over it. What? I happen to think the music in this game is the best out of all of them. I mean, they're all kind of the same music, but they remix them every game. And I think this game has the best soundtrack. Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. Order in the court! Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence. Very well. The court will accept them into the record. Crime photo 2 added to the court record. Cold Killer X added to the court record. Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. Broken? Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this? This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks, my poor hemorrhoid. No one cares! Please stop talking about your ass in the middle of a courtroom. It's not really appropriate. Testimony, what really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 we split up. And later when I went back, I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that's completely different than the testimony you gave previously. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. The truth is, I don't need to read that again. It went because he called me. If you don't know straight away what to do, hang on a minute. No, that's not a contradiction. I was hoping that would clash with the time of death, but the time of death is 3 PM, so that doesn't work. Maybe, you know what, I'm just going to press everything and see if anything comes up. Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never! But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is? It's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart. What was that for, Mia? Oh, I'm so sorry, I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. What the... What? It wasn't that cringeworthy, Mia. I think you're overreacting a little bit. I hate her so much. You will see why. Ugh. Just... Dahlia Hawthorne. How do I accent? Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow, before she met Mr. Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. He was in the pharmacology department, so he gave... Why am I reading it out? Again. Just automatic response, I guess. Press that. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. An alchemist, I see. I gotta admit it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details? Oh, okay. We have 3 options now. About timing of the meeting, about pharmacology department, and forget about it. Obviously, I'm not going to pick forget about it. About timing of the meeting. So you were absolutely certain you met at 2:45? Yeah, pretty sure. That's the time class ends. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Well, it looks like he's right about the time, anyway. Witness, let's go on with your testimony. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 we split up. Then later when I went back, I found him what am I doing? I need to stop doing that. So what was it you were talking about? What did I just give the main voice? So what was it you were talking about? You know... maybe we should hang out again sometime. Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. Then later when I went back, I found him lying there. Oh, whatever. So you say you went back. Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. On the day of the incident? What did you do for lunch? Did he say incident or accident? Oh, it doesn't really matter. You know what I meant. Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the 2 of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Wait. He said, the reason most of his friends would know he's taking cold medicine is because he takes one every lunchtime after the meal. But that doesn't make sense, because he was only with Dahlia. What? Confusion. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. And mini omelets are magically delicious. Ouch! Why did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Well, Mia? I don't know. I can't seem to find any contradictions. The boy isn't exactly what I call a natural-born liar, you know. It's just... Sorry about that. There's a bit of an interruption there. But still, we can't have him continue to spout nonsense. I guess I'll just edit that out, if I can. I know. But what can I do? Well, I'm certain he must still be hiding something. Information! Right now it's information we need more than anything else. But I just pressed all of the statements. I have to do it again? Oh, wait, there was one that was optioned, wasn't there? Let's do that again. Let's speed through it a bit. Let's ask about the pharmacology department this time. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cables? Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl. However, there is one mystery that still remains. I'm not making you a sandwich either, Payne. Piss off. It's funny. I don't know why I did that. There is, Your Honor. How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is... You are correct, Your Honor. Please stop playing with your hairstyle. It looks really inappropriate. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. The answers are establish murder method or can't right now. So I'm going to establish the murder method because I know what to present. Your Honor. Yes, Miss Faye? I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I totally forgotten about that. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Okay. If you look at the crime photo 1, in the background there are wires and one of them is sparking. So, just present that. Take that! Yes, it worked. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? But there is nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon? And you get a little crosshair here, which you can just move around and point at where you want to show. This happens quite a lot in these games, and you can just press present. Well, naturally, it's right here. That's... what is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines that the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage, and because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then, the high voltage cable... Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant. That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. You mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable. Dun, dun, dun. Order! 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 That's enough! I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done. Mr. Crossberg! My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. What? I'm not even going to question that. Just ignore it. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. No! You're wrong! Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor! At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay? Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Fay? Whoa, serious time. That always catches me off guard. It's like, whoa, okay. Chill. Chill out, Phoenix. You're scaring me. No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end. See, I told you his voice was retarded. Objection! That's like a cat being strangled. We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright, I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further... I did it. I admit it, I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead. Oh, not this again. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Dramatic pause. What's wrong with his hair? What you just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Fay? I believe in you. Oh, thank you. Still can't believe it. You really did push the victim. Feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem shit. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say anything anymore. Just let it go. He never talked about his hemorrhoid that much in the first game. Which he was never that gross in the first game. Even though his name is Grossberg, but you know what I mean. Grody Burger. When I pushed the victim. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. He looks a bit like Miles Edgeworth there when he falls. Maybe it's the hairstyle. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just laying there, dead. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock. And that, as they say, is that. A simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there wasn't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Is that even how you spell doofus? I thought it was D-O-O-F-U-S. There are sometimes typos in these games. They're mostly the judge for some reason. I don't know if that's intentional or... Miss Faye? Let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. I got it. There we go. So cool. Okay, I'm gonna pause the recording here because it's been going for... oh god. Over 45 minutes. Oopsie. So I'm just gonna stop it here and continue later. So...